I love the Flint Hills of Kansas, and I love riding my bike through them. I appreciate the endless beauty, expanse, and ruggedness of these rolling hills. In the spring, they burn the grass off, and by mid-May, these hills are lush and green, just in time for the Dirty Kanza. These hills are called Flint Hills for a reason. Flint is everywhere, and so is limestone. Stone buildings and fences stand the test of time in these hills. Gravel cyclists often look for these signs that lead to adventure, but these are also the roads to take seriously. Way out here, where the wind never stops blowing, sometimes road names make sense, and sometimes they don't. When you are out here, you feel one with nature, the land, and sometimes even the livestock. For anyone who has successfully completed the Dirty Kanza 200, the race holds a special place, deep in their soul. Few events compare with the grandeur and real sense of accomplishment that the Kanza brings. After completing this event many times, I was wondering if I would even race the Kanza in 2018. But after my wife Catherine decided she wanted to enter and asked me to help her finish, I was ready to go again. Hello and welcome to Dirty Kanza 2018. Here we are. We've just got the pre-race instructions. Sven Nys is here. Jens Voigt is here. Here we are with Catherine.
Hi.
Doug is here.
Hi, how are you?
All right, we're going to get going here any second.
All the
Stay
way
with
out of
us.
town. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll them out of town.
I started out and I thought, wow, we just started after a huge thunderstorm, lightning. This is gonna be epic. And I wonder how many mud puddles have just formed.
Well, after a bit of a delayed start, we're off and running. The first few miles were sort of dry, amazingly dry, but now things have gotten a little messy. We've had some pretty messy water crossings, some patches of mud, so every road is a little bit different.
Hi, well, we started, it's really pretty. I'm thankful there's not really a whole lot of rocks, but we have seen a few. Derailleur's torn. Start keeping an eye out.
Things are splitting up and spreading out. The roads right here are pretty darn good. We're right next to I-35. Here comes Catherine.
I had the girl land on me, but luckily the bike was okay. It's all good.
All right, Catherine says it's all good. We'll talk later. "25 miles in here at the cattle pens. Catherine's taking a quick nature break. Things are starting to dry up, and it's looking like it's going to be a nice day.
I'm feeling pretty good at this point. I mean, it's rolling, it's green, the pace is fast, it's not too hot. You know, a good number of people around, not too many, not too little. I thought, I'm gonna be good. I'm finishing this.
Well, it's pretty windy. Here we are 40 miles in. Things are going pretty well. The wind is a headwind now. We're headed east. And I think that's going to be the story for a while. We've seen it all. We've seen some beautiful scenery, some hills, some streams, people with some bike trouble, people riding fast. We saw our old buddy Adam Mills. Anyhow, I'm sitting right here behind Doug right now, and Catherine is behind me, so things are going good. Making good progress on the Dirty Kanza 2018.
Rolling up the brick street into Madison, there's this big, arch you have to go through. What a blast.
We are cruising along just outside of Madison. We just did the first checkpoint. Everything was good. Sun's coming out. The temperature is actually pretty nice. It feels like it's mid-70s. Doug's setting a good pace right now. I think we're averaging about 16 miles an hour, rolling average. 57 miles in.
Well, so far the heat has been kind of amazing, as in it's not anything. So we're just trying to keep the heart rate low, steady pace, not get too excited about anything.
And this segment is the hilliest, and we're coming up on a very substantial hill right now. Take a look at this hill.
You know, the second 50, it wasn't so much the hills that got me, it was the heat. It started to get really hot and really muggy.
Way to go, tandem. All right, here we are on Texaco Hill. This is the real Texaco Hill. We're about 2/3 of the way up. It's looking good.
That might be off your road.
We got a bagpipe sky behind us.
20-hour battery.
Pretty good. All right, we're on the foothills of Bitch Hill. No one's looking forward to it. It's windy and it's looking pretty steep. But we're gonna do it. What do you think about this hill, John?
I want more of them.
You want more hills like Bitch Hill?
Yeah. Oh, are we already there?
This is the start, man.
Ah. I thought I should downshift.
This is the real thing. It's very steep and slow. All right, getting to the crest of Bitch Hill. Heart rate 175. This is the highest, steepest, hardest part of the whole Dirty Kanza. Thank God, at the top. Okay, we are closing in on 100 miles. We are just north of Eureka. We are flying. We are going down this road at 26 miles an hour, and we're not even trying. It's a strong, strong north wind, which, let me tell you, is great right now, but we all know there's going to be hell to pay later on.
Hello there. Well, it is about 100. I gotta admit, my legs are pretty tight. So I just gotta hit the reset button when we get to the stop. I'm gonna change my shorts, have some chicken, maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, wipe off, say hello to the dog, and see how it goes. Alright, over and out.
Well, here we are after the midway point. We're headed east. We're here with Allison
Hello.
and Catherine. We're moving east. We're headed towards that dreaded southernmost point, which means we're going to have to turn into this pretty stiff wind. Wind is kind of the word for the day. It's been windy all day, so these are really beautiful roads, but everyone's talking about the wind.
I told Keith, I just gotta stop here for a minute. So we stopped under some shade, ate some sandwiches. It felt like thousands of people were passing us, but I thought, I just gotta sit here a minute. Yeah, Michael, the military guy, he was a savior. Something about that, I was like, I've got to stick with the military guy. I thought, Keith needs a draft after pulling me around for miles and miles, and this guy's tall.
Okay, we are walking through a big, deep creek, small stream. This is pretty refreshing.
Actually, I'm gonna sit down. I'm just gonna sit right there. Actually, this would not be a bad idea.
And he was so great. He just pedaled, he was going just the right speed. I don't know, I had a resurgence when the military man went by.
All right, I think we are about 145, maybe 150 in. Catherine's had a resurgence. We're passing a lot of the people that they passed us earlier. The day is progressing very nicely. say anything. Okay, we're riding here with K-Dog. Where are you from, K-Dog?
Gainesville, Florida, University, North Florida.
How's your ride going today?
A lot better than 2 years ago where I was throwing up. I didn't know what I was doing. Ate the wrong food.
That sounds a lot better than throwing up, don't you think?
Yes. Welcome to Gravel Cyclist. Thanks for the tow for many hours.
Okay, we are finally finishing up the third segment, coming into Madison. This third segment is always tough, and today we dealt with headwind, heat, and it's just a long segment, but looks like we're about to hit the sign, so things are looking up.
God, the last checkpoint, I was hurt. But I am stuffing potato chips in my mouth, drinking pickle juice, grabbing Coke cans. I mean, I must have looked really bad because people are just handing me things. Wow, the last 25 miles were great. It was cool, you could hear the crunch under your wheels, and you looked around. Everywhere you could see a little single, thin line of individual lights all working together to get to the big beam in the sky, which was Emporia. Wow, that was a long day.
It was a really long day.
And I was surprised what a sense of accomplishment it was. And I was surprised how hurt I was. We got there and there was that ladder you climbed up to like pin your number up or something, right on the chalkboard. I could barely get up those little stairs. And I was like, wow, this must have been a lot harder than I thought, because I am hurt going up these stairs. But it was really cool. I'm so glad I did it, and I'm gonna do it again.